So today in Minecraft Skyblock here on Cosmic Sky, we're going to be going over a new method to actually get items for your Skyblock island instead of doing the original method, which if you do /ADV, essentially to get better tiers of loot, you're supposed to be going into adventures and unlocking the next adventure afterwards to get the higher tiers of loot. And of course, there's a limit. As you can see, we're 3 out of 10 days into the map until the Lost Wasteland unlocks, which is the iron loot. But to give a rundown of the new method, it's basically just going ahead and doing things on your island using the quest system. Last map, there were quests that were added to the game, but they weren't really that great if I'm gonna be honest, but they've re-optimized them, revamped it, and I'm gonna be honest, this system is like so good so far. I'm enjoying it, and I got a little bit of a head start on it to understand it. There is a quest type selection, so you can do the highest tier available whenever you unlock a tier, or you can just choose a tier when you have it unlocked, depending on what you want to obtain from doing quests on your island. So if I go ahead and start getting island XP, any kind of island XP, there's going to be a quest on the top of the screen and it's going to be random. I just got lucky and I got a slaying one, so I got to kill a ton of mobs and get a ton of island XP, which we can probably get pretty close to a tier 2 or tier 3. I'm not too sure, but if you look at the top of the screen, there's 3 stars. The more your duration goes down of the green bar determines what you're gonna get for that star, and that is the amount of loot you're gonna get from 1 to 3, which is reasonable. And I think we're just gonna be barely short from actually hitting a tier 3, unfortunately, but we are getting a tier 2 basic. And the way you determine if it's actually basic or elite or legendary is the color of the text right next to the star. So currently it is a white text, so we're gonna be getting basic. If it's blue, it is of course elite. Orange is legendary, red is godly, heroic is pink, and then mythic is purple. And I think this time we're gonna get way closer to actually hitting this here. We might actually manage to get a tier 3. Come on. Yeah, we got a tier 3. But that is basically the whole gist of it. As you can see, we got another one, which is slay more mobs, and it's an elite because it is blue text. But we're not gonna be focusing on quests mainly too much in this video. We're just gonna randomly be getting them done when I do them. And as you can see, I have a ton of quests here. I've gotten a lot of them done over the past day or so, and you can see the tier matters on the loot amount you're gonna get. So if I go ahead and claim this, we got $1,000 and a perfect skill gem. So a perfect skill gem is essentially kind of worse than a regular perfect because it limits what you can pull, but we got 25,000 for that, which is really good. But the loot table that it's actually pulling from is the rarities from the adventures. So let's say if I was to get a godly on the quest, I would be getting the loot table loot from abandoned ruins if that's what I currently have. But as you can see, we can claim more of these, get a lot of different loot. We got some legendary that are actually pretty good. We got a cow spawner, and it may not seem like a lot, some of this loot, but it actually adds up quite quick if you're doing a lot of island quests mainly and not really attending adventure. As you can see, the difference between the gems you get in adventure is their skill. As I mentioned earlier, if I go into enchants and turn on skill, whatever enchants show up on this menu here are gonna be the ones I pull from a skill gem. So it's honestly not that great, but they're decent. Personally, I don't need them right now, so we're gonna sell them, but that is pretty much the gist of it. It's a alternative method to adventures, which I think is a good thing because this is a Skyblock server. You're supposed to be getting things on your island as well, so now you have 2 ways to go about it. I feel like adventure is way better for people that are like more used to the server, but if you are new to the server, I'd say quests are the better bet, and then work your way into adventure if you can. And one thing that you're gonna need to know about quests, also I completely forgot, you need to be island level 3, so you gotta grind out a few things on your island and hit level 3, and then you can start using island quests. As you can see right here, island level 3, you get access to the quest system, so make sure you are getting up to level 3 before you even start doing quests because it's not gonna work. So after I recorded that clip, I logged off for the night, and apparently the content creators were giving cosmic crates, so I'm gonna be giving away one of these in my Discord server. I don't know how long the giveaway will be up, but it'll start roughly around the time this video goes up. And I do have one of them I get to open, and I get one to give away to one viewer, so it'll be in my Discord server for those that want to enter at some point. Anyways, we're gonna go to spawn and open this up, and sorry if I sound tired, I quite literally woke up less than an hour ago, so I may sound a little bit tired. Alright, here we go, Cosmic Crate, what are we getting? Come on, give us some decent loot here. Ooh, we got slot bots. 2 to 20. What are we getting for our final reward? 3 times infinite loot box bundle. I mean, I'll take it. Better than nothing, and the slot bots are actually pretty good. But if I pull really bad slot bot amounts, the 2 to 20, I think I'm cooked. So if I pull very low, I'm gonna be very upset. Come on, give us double digits. I pulled the lowest roll possible. That is actually just cooked. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the random title and random kill message. Just get those out of the way because I don't really need them. Same with the CF message, and I'll claim them. And then same with the seeds, we're gonna go ahead and claim this. They're gonna be useful, but I definitely don't want to be holding on to everything here and having to open them with the animation. We did get 3 coal nodes. That is really good. Oh yeah, and one thing I completely forgot to mention, I've been saving up coal fuel recipe pages. I've been buying them as soon as I can, which we're gonna go ahead and buy 3 more to get that coal fuel recipe instantly unlocked. Let's do /craft and let's go ahead, put this in here, and coal fuel recipe is done. Let's go. So now we have that done. We don't have to worry about it in the future. And we got 3 linked ender chests, which I honestly can't complain. They are very good for automation. So I'm kind of happy that we did get that. And we got a lot of automated bots here we can use. I'm hoping we get a crafting bot from this. We get smelt or crafting. Crafting would be more optimal. And we got smelt. Okay, we'll take it. And then we have another type of baby bot here. What are we getting? We got a mining. Okay, I do need one of those. And then we got one more. Here we go. And then we have to open this 3 times loot box bundle. So we definitely need to pull something good out of that. I am a little bit upset though that we only got 2 slot bots because those are quite good for money if we ever wanted to sell them. So probably just sell these at some point. We'll see. And we did get a Ascension loot box, which I believe is the next tier of loot box that they released literally yesterday. So we'll open this to see what we get. And we didn't get too much good stuff. The cows are good. All right, we got 1 cow. We got more berries, a skill shard, and a coal node. The skill shards I'm definitely gonna need to keep, so we're gonna hold on to that. And then we need to open this loot box bundle and hope we can get a mask. That would be the more ideal thing to win from this, but you know, we got the worst thing possible. This is what we got last time. We did get socket expanders, which I'm not too upset about, which are guaranteed, but we can use that for when we get a mythic axe. We need 1 basic socket, and we got it applied, so we have all our basic done. Let's go ahead and apply the elite. It did not apply. We'll go ahead and apply the legendary, so we're done all our legendary, I believe. So we just need elite and godly. We'll go ahead and apply the godly. There we go. Godly is done on the chest plate. Everything is done here except for mythic, which mythic is really hard to get, so we're not going to bother with that. And by the way, I have a ton of XP we're going to go ahead and use. I think we're going to try and get prop 4 on all our pieces because we're missing 3 pieces of prop 4. And I think I'm going to open all the combat gems, see if we pull anything of use, because combat gems are specific to the enchants in the combat section in /enchants. So we're going to do the major first. Maybe we can pull something of use. We got anti-sword 3. I'll take it. That's not bad. It could have been better, but it's definitely really good. It's second to max. We'll do the minor ones, and what do we get here? Well-fed 2. We need that. We got some loot boxes we'll open. Go ahead, do the first one. These were the old loot boxes that you can obtain. Okay, nothing too good here. The chicken spawner was like the only good thing. Come on, give us something decent. Okay, the gems I'll take, and the scraps I'll take, I guess, for gold. And then our final one, what are we getting? Some more gems. All right. And then for our major gems, we're gonna go ahead and open, I think, 5 of them. Gotta pull some sort of good gem at some point. And there we go. We got anti-sword 4. We pulled 1. So that is good. We got some good gems. I'm gonna keep the anti-sword 3 in case the anti-sword 4 does fail, though. There's always the odds of that, and you never want to risk it. All right, it's time we go ahead and buy a ton of books. We're gonna try and get prop 4. In my texture pack, which is in my Discord server, I do have an outline for the books. As you can see, it'll be a mythic purple color, which we did pull our prop 4, so we need a few more, 2 more actually. We got really lucky within like half a stack. The one thing I do need to actually get is one of those auto tinkering blocks. I don't know if we can purchase that yet. It is 2 science gold ingots actually. We're gonna go ahead and purchase that right now to make this easier. I completely forgot this is optional. So basically what this does is when you purchase this, it's an auto tinkerer. You can set it to what you want to obtain for types of books. So for prop 4, we're gonna go ahead and go to level 4. We're gonna go to level 4 on everything. So these are the books it'll give, and then everything else it's just gonna tinker if it's not set to a specific level and says not set. And then for tool, we're gonna go to, I think, level 3 on unbreaking, and then we'll do level 5 of efficiency because we may need it. And then smite and sharpness are gonna go to the max. Fire aspect doesn't really matter matter. So now if I right click this, there we go. We got a Proj Prot 4 out of all those books, and we got nothing there, and we got a Feather Falling 4 and nothing there. And it gives you the XP back, which is really good, so you don't have to do that whole opening the menu with the Tinkerer or going to spawn. It's way more reliable. I highly recommend getting an Auto Tinkerer. The Feather Falling 4 is not the end of the world. We kind of did need that. We only have level 3, so we're gonna put that on, and then the Proj Prot will sell. Same with the Fire Prot. We're gonna go ahead, grab out a Flight Orb, put it in our offhand, and we're gonna turn it on by shift right clicking. And I guess what we can do is break all the wheat here. I probably could have did the breaking of the actual wheat, but it's fine. And I think our Auto Tinkerer is gonna reset if we actually break it, which is not very great that we set it up in that spot, so we'll leave it there for now until I do a big redesign of our island. We're just gonna make a giant platform at the bottom. That's really our goal. And then we'll use all the dirt and let it grow over time, because I'm not really willing to spend money on blocks right now. Even though it's only like $10 per block, it still adds up early game, so it's not really reliable. So one thing I realized, I don't even have a pickaxe. We're gonna buy one for $250 in the shop, and then we'll go ahead and mine the spawners. We'll put them away for now, and then we'll situate the floor below. We're gonna go all the way down here. We're gonna spam a lot of dirt, and there we go. We're at the bottom, and then I type /island go, and we do island set home, and now if I go island go, we're gonna spawn right here on this spot, which is good enough. The reason you put your spawn at the bottom of the world is so you have a lot of upwards room to work with. So we're gonna go ahead and start destroying these trees here, and we can probably make some log nodes with the log scraps or whatever, so we can get some log nodes going for other usages. And then we should pretty much be good with this. I tend to not really design my island too much because it's kind of expensive off the start of the map, and I don't want to do it late game because there's way more higher priorities. So I honestly just make a grass platform and call it a day. So I've destroyed the island here, and I'm actually trying to figure out how much area we have to work with here, and it seems we can actually destroy the whole science island at island level 4. We have enough room of our island border to where we can actually break it all, and we're just barely able to not reach this island, but as a chunk booster. These essentially give you benefits in the chunk that it's in. It's pretty useful, and we'll probably make our fuel over in the cost reduction area. I did that last map, and it's honestly super beneficial. So what I think I'm gonna do is go ahead and get everything situated, and I'll give an update here in a moment. So it's been roughly a day since I recorded the last clip, and as you can see, all the grass has grown, and we have a chest storage area set up. Everything is put down. We got the Auto Tinkerer down again, which is good. All our spawners are in place, and our armor is now pretty much decked out except for the Unbreaking 3, and we're just missing a few more sockets that I'll probably get off camera to get this set complete, and then we'll start putting custom enchants on it. And I also did manage to get a mythic socket axe. I paid like, I think 50,000 roughly for the axe, and then I've started applying sockets, which if we go into PV5, we do have some sockets here, and we're gonna try and apply them. Come on. Seriously? Oh my gosh, we failed like 250%. I'm shocked one didn't even apply. That is crazy. We're gonna buy a few since we have around 500,000. I did manage to sell a ton of gems that were not opened because honestly, I didn't really need them. I think so we don't waste money, we're gonna buy a 100% and put it on. 80,000, technically 90,000 because of one that we purchased that failed, but now we need to get godly, which I'll get at some point, which is pretty good. We got our axe going, and we got a lot of enchants going. We're full prop 4, which is really nice. I think next video we're going to be focusing on getting our island level up and starting to farm a lot, because I have a ton of crops we're going to have to get set up at some point on our island. That is the plan. We've gotten a lot of progress done in today's video. Let's go.